Hoping you're very, very well. I was at the beach earlier and I was floating in the water, and it got me thinking about a few things. It got me thinking about an interesting story. And it's a story that most of us know quite well, I would say, especially in the Western world. A childhood story, Alice in Wonderland. And there's a particular scene in that story that I believe we can draw a tremendous parallel to our own lives. In fact, Alice in Wonderland is riddled with symbolism. But this particular story, Alice is lost in the woods, in the forest, and she comes to almost a fork in the road, and there's many different paths to take, and she bumps into the Cheshire Cat. Now, the Cheshire Cat is her alter ego, it is her unconscious, it is a symbol of one of her voices, or it's simply just a Cheshire Cat. Won't go into that too much. But here's the interesting conversation that they had. So, Alice says, "I'm wondering if you could help me." And the Cheshire Cat says, "Please go on." And Alice says, "I'm wondering if you could help me identify which path I need to take." And the Cheshire Cat says, "Well, that depends where you're going. Where do you intend to go?" Where Alice responds, "It doesn't really matter. I just want to go." And the Cheshire Cat interrupts her, and he says, "If it doesn't matter where you're going, it doesn't matter what path you take." Now that's very, very interesting. And I want to relate that directly to goals, objectives, clarity of vision, clarity of our life's path. When we don't know where we're going, when we don't know who we are, when we lack clarity and wisdom around our path, around the direction we wish to take, we hesitate in life. We become confused. We are riddled with doubt. We come from a place of fear. We don't come from a place of certainty. Therefore, we're restricted, constricted. We are not open in our posture, and we are confused as to where to go. Now, this posture is not healthy, nor is it conducive to living a full life, living a life where our potential is expressed. We are not being of service to others. Unfortunately, we are not being of service to ourselves. And we can eliminate this, and we can alleviate this issue, this state, by simply being aware, by asking quality questions of our lives, because the quality questions we ask ourselves lead to a quality life. And this is very, very interesting. Beyond that, when we execute our lives, pardon the sun, beautiful sunset in the background, when we execute our lives with precision, and we set our goals and our objectives, and we understand our highest values, who we wish to be in life, where we're going, why we are going where we're going, we develop a clarity within ourselves. We develop a conviction on our path, and this is also very attractive to those around us. It not only inspires us, but it inspires our peers, it inspires those around us. And I want to be really clear here. It's so important to inspire not only ourselves, but those around us, because when we do so, we empower and enable others, when we enable ourselves to tread a path of authenticity, to tread a path of wholeness, of truth and authenticity. And I speak to this in my programs a fair amount. In fact, it's a core principle of how to live life effectively, is when we're being authentic, we're very, very clear in our external communication with the outside world. The outside world communication, or the external communication, is reflective of our inner state in wholeness, our emotional body, our spiritual selves, our beliefs, our behaviors, the way we think and move through life in here is articulated accurately externally. So when we have that clarity in life, we're not asking which direction to take. We know intrinsically which direction to take, because we know where we want to go. We're not always going to know how, and that's okay, but we know why, and we know where we're going, and importantly, we resonate to that, we connect to that, because we understand our highest values, we understand what drives us and inspires us in life. I urge you to learn more about yourself at depth, every facet of who you are, the muck, the stuff you don't like, everything, and all the good stuff too, that you consider good. I don't like the terms bad and good, but for simplicity's sake and for explanation, for ease of communication, sometimes it makes a difference to elaborate on that in that way. For more information, guys, please visit my YouTube channel, stefsifandos, or my website at www.stefsifandos.com, and there's a whole heap of information there on some of the programs that are run, and in addition to that as well, speaking opportunities too. But people, get authentic, get clear on your goals. Don't be wandering through the elaborate forest like Alice did and not know where to go and not know why. That's a sad place to be. Get clear on who you are, get clear on where you're going by getting clear on who you are and who you wish to be. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening.